What do you do if you're feeling lazy? Do you ever feel lazy? I've come into a room where laziness doesn't exist. This is our indoor training arena. We call it the K-Man's Indoor Training Arena. This is where he trains to be the world champion that he is. And the room is filled with people who are not lazy. On the walls, the trophies, the pictures, everything is about anti-laziness. And is it a challenge in your life if you are ever lazy? Have you had a lazy day? And they're usually good fun days. I didn't do anything today. I had a lazy day. But is it possible that if you string a few of those lazy days together, that life gets a little bit ordinary? What happens? What are the consequences in your life if you become a lazy person? If you get into the habit of not doing what you should do? So is the opposite to lazy disciplined? And discipline, of course, is doing what you should do when you should do it, even if you don't feel like it. And there's this great philosophy about what to do with your time. And you'll hear it in lots of different time management seminars and workshops and ideas about how to create or invest wisely into your time so you get a return on your investment. You can't create more time, of course, but can you get better at what you do? A lot of people say, I'm busy. Busy doing what? I've got no time. But where are you investing, spending, or wasting your time? And if you're lazy, so you're not doing the things that you should do when you should do them because you don't feel like it, is it possible that a lot of time could get wasted and we don't get time back? It's one of those things that we just, once it's gone, it's gone. I always share this. If you don't have any money, you can always make more money. If you waste money, you can get more money. But time, it's not possible. So how do you make sure that you're not lazy? And that's why I love coming into this room, because everybody in this room has a purpose. What do you do every day? What are you excited about? And is that the reason why you're not lazy? And if you talk to anybody in this room, that's exactly what the point is. I want to be a world champion. I want to win a gold medal. I want to be the best in the world at what I do. So I'm just not lazy. And there are some elite athletes who will share, yes, I'm not as strict as I should be, or I'm not as disciplined as I should be. But they're not usually the ones that win multiple world championships or multiple gold medals, or they stay the best in the world for a very long time. It seems that there's a very strong connection between being disciplined and achieving versus being lazy and not achieving. So if you have a gold medal that you want to achieve, now it could be to be a great parent, to have a clean house, to be financially free, to be healthy, fit and strong, have a career or business that you love, have a successful, profitable business. There's a whole heap of things in life that if you attach them to lazy, it's possible that they won't happen. So if you ever consider yourself to be lacking in discipline or to feel lazy, what do you do about that? And could the number one thing be, find what you're passionate about, find what you really want to do, because I can't imagine what it's like to try and train, work, do stuff if it's towards something that you're not excited about. So a lot of people don't like going to work because the alarm goes off and they're thinking to themselves, I've got to go to work to pay my lousy, stinking, rotten bills. I don't like where I work. I don't like the people that I work with. I don't like my boss. I don't respect the product or service that I'm selling, but I have to pay my bills. And it tends not to be an exciting reason to get up. So a lot of people, I want to stay in bed. I feel lazy. And that's, of course, where sick days come from. It's where laziness is a big challenge in our world right now. And isn't it interesting that we may have put people in our world into a position where they are forced to be lazy, or they've got into the habit of being lazy because the world was locked away for quite a while. It was like, don't do any work, don't do anything. And once you get into the habit of not doing anything, it's really interesting at how quickly you can become lazy. And what I'm about to share with you is not to impress you, it's to express what happens when you're passionate about what you do. So as an exercise professional, I started teaching classes at a very young age, and I started managing health clubs at 18 years of age. And I've done that all over the world. Most of the times in my life, and I can give you some very specific examples, where I was managing the health club, I was training personally results coaching, personal exercise coaching, 64 people every week, and I was teaching 15 group exercise classes. My life was very full, 7 days a week, early in the morning, late at night, and I loved it. And now I've lived my whole life like that, but I just use that as an example because a lot of people share with me that they'd like to be a personal exercise coach, or they'd like to have lots of clients, or they'd like to teach classes, or they'd like to have a gym. But the thought of putting in that kind of effort seems, Rowie, I can't do that because I need to have work-life balance. Well, never once in my life have I felt out of balance, because every day I've woken up doing what I love. It's like every day, if you're going on holidays, it's an enjoyable experience. If you're going to play, it's an enjoyable experience, which means I never feel like I'm working, so I never feel like it's hard. And that's the connection between doing what you love and getting better at it and adding massive value to people's lives. It's easy to do because you're doing what you're passionate about. Very difficult, I imagine, to be disciplined when you're doing something that you don't love for people that you don't like with a product or service that you're not proud of. So there's the really important personal question. If you've ever been lazy, or you're lacking in self-discipline, or you feel like you need to work harder, could it be that you need to find your passion, you need to find your purpose, you need to find what it is that's going to inspire you every day to get up and go? Rowie, why do you work 7 days a week? I don't work 7 days a week. I play 7 days a week. Rowie, why do you get up so early? Why do you start so late? I don't. I'm just living my life the way that it needs to be lived, because that's what I'm loving to do. Very privileged to have a husband, a partner that's exactly the same. At our house, it's never when do we start and when do we finish. It's what do we need to do and let's get it done. And we don't stop until it's done. Now, you could say that, well, they're obviously not lazy, they're obviously self-disciplined. But I don't feel like there's ever an effort that goes into that. It's not like, oh, I wish I didn't have to do all this hard work for these hours and hours. It's always the opposite. It's more like, oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, probably should get some sleep, but I'm loving what I'm doing so much that I'm not even tired. I don't wake up tired. I don't go to bed tired. I go to bed fulfilled, and that's what I'm wishing for everybody. That you look over your day and you say, wow, I've had an amazing day today. I learned today, I laughed today, I added value to my world today, I ate yummy food today, I exercised hard today, I put in 100% effort into everything I do. I want to go to bed so that I can recover my body and my brain so that I can wake up tomorrow and have another awesome day. And I don't think there's any other way to live your life. If you can share with me a better way, I would love to hear it. This work-life balance where 5 days you do the stuff that you don't want to do so you can have 2 days to do what you love to do, that obviously isn't balance, because I'm not very good at maths, but 5 and 2 is obviously not balance. And most people that I know that have a job that they don't like for 5 days a week, the 2 days that they're not at their job aren't usually very good days. They usually get drunk on Monday, Friday evening to forget the 7 day or the 5 days that have just gone past. That means a hangover on Super Day Saturday morning, probably get drunk again on Super Day Saturday evening, wake up with a headache on Sparkle Day Sunday morning, and then feel sick for the rest of the day because they've got to go back to work on Magical Day. Now, that may not be you, but I deal with a lot of people that is their life. And I can't imagine looking back over your life going, wow, I worked for somebody that I didn't like, selling something that I didn't want to sell, or doing something I didn't want to do for 5 days out of every 7, and then the 2 days that I didn't have to go to work to do the thing that I didn't want to do, and they weren't that great either. And then, of course, there's we get 4 weeks holiday in whatever country. Some countries it's only 2 weeks, and then you crash out on your holiday because you don't like what you're doing. The reason I'll probably make that sound really ugly, but I hope so, because why would you want to live like that? I'm the person, I technically don't go on holidays. Even if I'm away in a different country, I'm still doing the same thing every day because I love what I do. That means I'm never lazy because I love what I'm doing. I don't not want to do it, so I'm never lazy. It's not that I feel like I have to push myself and be disciplined, because doing what you should do when you should do it, even if you don't feel like it, that's the discipline part, but I never not feel like it. And that's what I would wish for you. That you find your passion, you find your purpose, you do the thing every day that inspires you to want to get up, to want to go to bed and have another day of doing the same thing because you love it so much. And I'll ask again, if there's a better way to live, I'd love to know. I think living your life to the max looks like this. Every day your eyes flutter open, you're excited to get out of bed, you're excited to live your life, you have a day of doing all the things that you love to do, you feel like you've achieved, you've got a passion, you've got a purpose, you've added value to the world, and then you have another day like that. If you're not living like that, of course you can. It's just a choice. And I hope that's what you choose, because I really, there's a bit of a joke sometimes here at Romax about super duper doo, how are you? I hope you are amazing. But that's really why I'm here. I would really love you to have a day every single day that you can sing happy songs because you feel happy, you feel satisfied, you feel rewarded with your life. So super duper doo, how are you? I hope you are feeling amazing. Not lacking in discipline, not feeling lazy, just loving your life and living it to the max. Wouldn't that be awesome? I feel good, I knew that I would now, because I live my life to the max.